Hi, Ben here. In this how-to session, I want to explore the concept further about how we chase down capital growth. Now, if you've listened to Bryce or my how-to videos before or checked us out on our podcast, The Property Couch, you would know that we talk heavily around owner-occupier appeal because we believe that owner-occupier appeal pushes the value of property higher. We get that capital growth return. Why is that? Well, that's because owner-occupiers buy with their heart instead of their head. Now we know that a property has to be practical. It needs to deliver us the right sort of location for all the amenities we're looking for, and also the natural things we need, the number of bedrooms to meet the size of the family, bathrooms, car parking, those types of things. But what I'm talking about here is some of the more subtle sort of differences that sort of come together and give me a great sense of why I want to buy this property and where it has its owner-occupier appeal. So in this how-to session, I'm talking about my top 7 reasons, why I find a property has high owner-occupier appeal, which makes it really good investment grade buying. Now, the first one is its street presence. So how attractive is it from the street? Really important thing for me because I want that first impression to be a good one. So I'm looking at the street, but I'm looking at the actual property. I'm saying, is it boxy? Does it look like it's been pushed onto the site, or does it feel like it owns the land that it's on? So that type of thing. Am I walking up through a garden into the sort of main veranda and then to an open door setting? So that first street appeal becomes really important to me. The next one, when I'm coming into the properties, I'm looking for natural light. I'm looking for that sense of openness and also that natural light coming through. I don't want dark and pokey and boxy, with small windows that aren't getting the light, because I'm going to feel like, it's going to be cold and sort of dark. So really, really important that the natural light is there. And then it does lead into that openness. Do I get a sense of this house is open? Do I get a sense that there's a nice hallway and I've got the bedrooms are nice and big in size and I have enough space? Same with the bathrooms and the toilets. Are they pokey? Are they sort of, it wasn't really thought through? That's important to me. I get that sense of openness. Now, part of that sense of openness and what we're seeing in trends in property is that connection between the indoor and the outdoor. So there's got to be that sort of al fresco type area. So I'm definitely looking for patios and that sort of entertainment area. Socializing at home has become a big part of our needs as we develop, those human interests and human behaviours. So it's really important to me that I see this sort of openness and this al fresco indoor-outdoor area. Now, the other thing I'm then looking at is, okay, if that opens up, what's my natural ventilation like? So I want to be able to open the house up and get a nice flow of fresh air to come through the property. I don't want that musty smell, that sort of, is it sort of cold and damp? I want that natural ventilation to come through. So again, these are the little soft things that I'm looking for that I really think that owner-occupiers look at. Now, I then want to sort of then talk about, okay, well, what is the perfect floor plan? So what's the perfect floor plan? So I potentially want my sleeping zones definitely away from my entertainment zones. So, the perfect formula in my view is certainly having that sort of living zones, and then you have your services, that gives that block, so you might have the bathroom and the laundry and the storage that sort of blocks that sound barrier that then leads into, ultimately the living area, so the indoor living area, and then the entertainment area, that outdoor area. That to me is that perfect formula of how I'd want a floor plan to flow. What I don't want is potentially a bedroom right next to the video or movie room or next to the dining room, because obviously I'm going to get a lot of noise that comes through that. So, that bedroom may be made redundant. So we want to try and keep the bedrooms away from those entertainment and higher noise zones. And finally, number 7 for me is storage. What sort of storage have I got? Sometimes it's forgotten because, houses presented, really well will be decluttered, because they want to be seen in their best light when you're first looking at that. But what type of storage have I got? Have I got enough linen press space? Have I got enough space to store all of the things that is going to make this house a home for me to be able to look at that? Now, if you get that formula right in the right location, you are going to get a property that has high emotional appeal. And when it has high emotional appeal, you are usually going to see that property outperform from a capital growth point of view. I hope you enjoyed this how-to session.